Good Monday morning, guys. Yeah, all of you beautiful people. It is me, the nobody asked me guy. Listen, I want to tell you about a very, very exciting book that's coming up, and it's going to be debuting on Mother's Day. It is called Mothers and Their Men, an introspective look at mothers rearing their sons. Now, listen, this book is an up close and personal conversation and dialogues with moms, void of the psychobabble and self professed experts. Now, all of us know that everybody think that they're an expert on parenting, and we all know that people get books and read about psychologists and psychiatrists, and they try to tell you how to raise your kids. Well, this book, Mothers and Their Men, an introspective look of mothers rearing their sons, it is a book with Latino mothers, African American mothers, Korean mothers, other Asian moms, quote, white moms, etc. And we have one common theme is that everybody wants their son to be the quintessential son, a good dad, a good son, to have self-respect, etc. But we talk about a plethora of things within this book. We address domestic violence and how it affects the rearing of your children. We address sons choosing mates and how that affects many times their life. We address how people sometimes ignore men and women when it comes to rearing children. We also addressed a chapter in there that say dad's in the house but he's not home, because these guys, listen, we know that moms are the primary caregivers. We know that moms are actually the ones that rear the kids. Now, men, get mad if you want, but in the rearing process, 99% of the time, all of us know that moms are the ones that actually rear the children. Thus, hi mom. Doesn't mean that dad is not in the house. Doesn't mean that dad's not there. Doesn't mean that dad didn't take you to the ball game or he didn't work with you on being an athlete. Doesn't mean any of that. What it means is that mom nurtures us throughout, even as we become adults. So this book, Mothers and Their Men, an introspective view of mothers rearing their son. Listen, there's nothing out there on the market. You can look it up right now. You can go to the internet, you look things up about moms and daughters and moms and sons and all of that. But it's a little pamphlet, or you may find 5 or 6 pages, or people that think they're experts because they are psychologists or psychiatrists, etc. But this book is unique. We have real, live, breathing moms. Fortunately, we did over 1,000 surveys of moms from different backgrounds, from educational aspects, from mothers that were young mothers, mothers that were teen mothers, mothers that were, quote, seasoned mothers, unquote, mothers that had various degrees, mothers that have, quote, high profile jobs, all the way down to mothers that are unemployed, because we wanted to make sure that everyone understands that there is a direct transformation when it comes to moms. And you don't have to, quote, have some fancy education. You don't have to, quote, listen to people talking crazy to you because sometimes life may have dealt you a hand that you are not particularly proud of having. And it happens. So listen, as we talk about moms and their SMEN, I title that book SMEN. Most people say, what do you mean, SMEN? Respectfully, many times the son, even when dad's in the house, he's not only the mother's child, her son, but he's also, quote, in a respectful manner, her man. Many times he's left in charge. Many times he's told if dad's not home, you're the man of the house. So I decided to title the book SMEN, because we all know sometimes the pressures that are put on boys to become men. And we also address that as well. We have 12 various chapters. I don't want to tell you about the whole book because then there'd be no need to buy it, would it? But right now we're having a Mother's Day special. The special started actually April 4th and it ends on May 10th. The book is $15 during Mother's Day. We have a $10 discount on this book. Normally it sells for $25. I'm very proud to say that we're getting rave reviews, quite honestly, going way above my expectations. Now, you can order this book on www.dyingonmyfeet.com. www.dyingonmyfeet.com. Don't get afraid when you get there and when you go down and you click on the book, it's going to say donate. We know that that's going to be for the purchase of the book. The reason it says donate is because that was the best way I could get the reduced price for you guys to be able to get it for $15 instead of it registering the normal $25. So listen, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Monica Pinkney, glad you joined us. Mildred Noonan Williams, glad you joined us. Daphne Tebow, glad you joined us. However, get this book. The sale will end on May 10th. 2019, Mothers and Their Men, an introspective look at mothers rearing their sons. And one thing we always do, I want to leave you with this. We always give a special, within the book also, we gave a special note to our mothers. And I have to share this with you. You know, most mothers do the best that they know how as they are receiving on the job training as they rear their children. Do not allow an alleged lack of parenting skills nor a lack of knowledge to derail your best efforts. Ignore the hollow winds of self-labeled experts. Some may openly share their skewed understandings of the parenting process. Do not allow this to diminish your self-worth, nor your uncompromised, unparalleled love as a mother for your children, because people will try to dismiss you. Yes, it is difficult to persevere when missing some much needed support during the process of rearing your children. This invisible, sometimes visible albatross hanging around your neck by everybody trying to be experts. Remember, everyone has an opinion about another person's expertise and or flaws. Rather, do they possess great knowledge of themselves, thus failing to strengthen their own parenting skills. Now, we've all heard, or maybe even stated, children do not come with a blueprint, but this statement may sound cute and comforting. However, imperfection is a part of our human existence, all of our human existence. Now, famed writer Alexander Pope, 1711, says it best: to err is humane, to forgive divine. This endearing quote is included in his essay on criticism. So we don't want you to be bogged down with being criticized as a mother. That is why Mothers and Their Men is extremely important for you to have in your personal libraries. Share with a friend, share with new mothers, share with seasoned mothers, etc. Because we don't criticize moms. We have real mothers. For my 30 years of being an school administrator, coach, etc., working with so many moms, I've attended over 30 funerals of young men who unfortunately made some bad decisions. So we want you guys to understand very, very, very simply is that when you are involved in the parenting process, everybody is an expert. I'm telling you, it blows me away. You know, being an old guy, everybody is an expert. But all of the experts, when you look at their children, it's like, where was your expertise when it came to your child? So I just say to you very honestly, Mothers and Their Men is an outstanding book, and I could read you review after review after review, and I'm just tickled about this book. I am very, very, very proud that I had mothers that were willing to sit down and talk with me. And that's why I'm saying this book is unique. You will not find one like it anywhere on the market. Check it out. All of you guys or internet gurus, check them out. You may find some pamphlets. Good morning, B. Glad you're here, sweetheart. Brother Singleton, glad to see you. My nephew, I love that knucklehead, Johnny Williams. Wendell Gibson, good to see you, dear. So I just want you guys to get your copy of this book. Do not, I repeat, do not be confused. When you go to www.dyingonmyfeet.com, and when you click the Purchase Now button and it says donate, I had to have it say donate because of the $10 discount on the book. If it did not say donate, it would have charged you the $25 for the regular price. And since it's on sale from April 4th through May 10th, I wanted you to be sure when you went in and you clicked, you wouldn't say, well, he told us the book was on sale. And then when we got there, it said $25. So that is why it says donate. So don't be afraid when you click it and it says donate, just put the $15 in. That is why it is there. And we appreciate it. Hey, get it for yourself. Get it for your sisters, your brother. Men need to read this book as well. Tonya, glad you're here, dear. Men need to read this book as well. I say that all the time. Mothers and Their Men, an introspective view of mothers rearing their sons. I keep telling my brothers, who will listen, get mad all you want. We know that mothers are the primary caregivers. I don't care what you say. I don't care how much you argue. I don't care how much you do for your son. All that's lovely. All of that's great. But sons and daughters, nobody can replace mama. That's just the truth. So we wrote this book with moms, Asian moms, African American moms, Latino moms, white moms, uh, uh, Korean. So there are over 1,000 surveys, not to mention experiences that we've had. So I'm closing by saying this, guys: get this book. It is unique. It covers 12 to 15. I said 215 because I'm thinking about adding. Actually, the 14 chapters. I'm thinking about adding one more. But you need to get this book. Look it up. Don't take my word for it. You will not find a book that's comprehensive, that actually talk about rearing your children from mother's perspective. Hey, Pat, tell Pat Hawkins, how you doing, dear? Tell Brother Hawk. I said, yo, Tony, glad you're here. But listen, guys, mothers and their men, it's very impending. I've worked on this book for years, and my mother, God bless her soul, she's 85. If she sees September 20th, she'll be 86. She's having some health challenges. I've been having them for a while, but I don't think she did such a bad job with my brother and myself and my sisters. So please go get this book. It will be in Barnes and Nobles for sure. We have an exclusive with Barnes and Nobles. However, you can access it much easier by going to www.dyingonmyfeet.com, or you can contact me at abrighterfuture91@gmail.com. And hey, guys, feel free to phone me. I'm not too, quote, important to talk to people. 440-935-0374. Mothers and their men. Be among the first. How you doing, Brother Isaiah Brown? I'm glad you joined us. Be among the first to get this book. Again, I just like to tell my mothers, get rid of the guilt. You know, people love to try to lay guilt trips on parents, you know, whether you're male or female. We understand that, men, so don't get upset. But people love to try to lay guilt on moms a lot of times, and men. There's another book also, I'm being honest with you, that talks about men in marriages and men with rearing their children. However, that's not the book today. So I just want you to understand what you already know, that moms are the quintessential caregivers. This book is driven because, hi, Mita, how you doing? And our brother Isaiah Brown, this book is driven because of moms, not some psychiatrist who think he's or she's an expert, not some psychologist who feels the title is called Mothers and Their Men, an introspective view of mothers rearing their sons. Its title is SMEN is spelled S-M-E-N. And I'll give you another little insight on that. Respectfully, I coined that word SMEN because boys are always told if dad's not there, you're in charge of the house. Or even if dad is not there permanently, many times the son takes on the role of a man, and he has no clue what being a man is. So that's why I say respectfully, I titled that book SMEN, because you now become not only your mom's son, but in a respectful manner. Let me repeat that: in a respectful manner, you become her man by trying to be the responsible one, trying to make sure things are taken care of, trying to assist with not only the finances many times, but other things in the house. So that's why the book is titled Mothers and Their Men. It's an introspective look at mothers rearing their sons. And I was just so tickled, guys, and I'm going to end with this. I really was just so tickled as to so many moms who agreed to fill my surveys out. You know, at first I was telling my wife, I said, I don't know if they're going to want to sit down and do surveys, but I was just really shocked. And I can say that with a smile on my face. I was really shocked that mothers were so willing to talk about that. And they didn't know who I was. They just received surveys via emails and that type thing, and they were so willing. So, and with the 30 years I have and working with young men and women, I've had so many talks with moms, and I'm telling you, I sometimes, I told my wife, and I'm not ashamed to admit it, I have dreams about all of the funerals I've gone to of young men that I've had to. I didn't personally have to bury them, but at least 30. And sometimes I see those young men in my sleep because they were, so many times we tried to redirect them. Their moms tried to redirect them, and they just refused to listen. So Mothers and Their Men is talking, moms are talking. Moms are talking about all of the chapters, how their rearing of their sons affect the son's the relationships with the women that they choose, how their sons are there and interact with their children. So it has a lot of things in it that moms talk about. And I'm telling you, I keep repeating this because I did my research. I did my research, guys. There is nothing out there that where moms get to actually, can I use a fancy word here, where moms get to actually pontificate. And you know the common theme? They all wanted good sons. They all wanted their sons to be responsible. They all wanted their sons to be good parents. They all wanted their sons to be law-abiding good citizens, which is another story. You can be a law-abiding good citizen in this America and still have difficulties. So that's not our conversation today. Our conversation is about mothers and how they interact with their children as a sum total, but I did sons specifically because there's so many questions out there about, are women able to rear boys? All of us understand that it's always better if a male is involved. Notice I use that word male. I wonder if you caught that. But let me say if a man is involved. I did that on purpose. Not a male, a man. You know, many times there are males around because they are part of the gender. So we want you to understand this. Many men, even though they may not express it, we respect highly what you do when it comes to rearing us, because we know that because of you, 99.9% of us turn out to be the men that we are because of our mothers. And we have those dads out there, and my nephew is on here. He's one of them. We have those dads out there that are responsible. Sometimes they have to take over the rearing of their sons and daughters if necessary. So we know that we have dads out there that's doing a fantastic job. So dads, again, do not get upset. This is not about you not doing what you're supposed to do. This is a book dedicated to mothers. And mothers are doing the talking, they're doing the expressing. And last thing, they are, quote, like some people like to deem welfare mothers. I hate that term. They are mothers that are on assistance right now. They are mothers that have, quote, high paying jobs, high visibility. They are mothers that are, quote, middle class moms. They are mothers, quote, that are just regular moms, etc. And you need that book, Mothers and Their Men, an introspective view of mothers rearing their sons. Listen, I'm just tickled to death. Hey, Wilma, how you doing, sweetheart? And Miss Pat and Lady Constance Hamilton and Jesse James, how you doing? One of my classmates. I haven't seen that brother in a few minutes. I hope you're doing well, brother. I hope you and your family are doing well. So listen, again, thank all of you for joining me. www.dyingonmyfeet.com. The book is on sale, $15. Normally sells for $25. When you click on purchase now, it is going to say donate. Do not be dismayed. It's saying donate because it's on sale. When you click, I will know that you are, though it's saying donate, the $15 will be for the purchase of the book. Have a blessed and wonderful day. We are very excited about this book. And please let me say without, and don't take this as being cocky, I didn't expect, I hoped and I believed that we would really get some really, really great reviews about this book. And so I can't say I didn't expect, but I hoped and I believed and I trusted, and I'm going to use the word God. So if you're offended by that, I'm sorry, but I trusted God that it was going to impact a lot of lives. And so far it is. Get your copy today. Mother's Day is coming up. Get copies for yourself, for your friends. It's on sale. $15. Regular price is $25. So listen, guys, this is the Nobody Asked Me guy. And I want you, most Friday nights, we have a show called the Nobody Asked Me guy. It's a live show. Join me. April 26th, those of you that are, that's my mama fans and amen fans, April 26th, we're going to have none other than Clifton Davis. Yes, brother Clifton Davis. Those of you that are heavily into the Christian scene, I say, like many of us are, because we do consider ourselves Christians. We had Sharissa Monroe on the 22nd. We had local airline pilot, Dr. Billy Graham. Yes, that Billy Graham, not Billy Graham the evangelist. That was there. Don Cincone, who's a world-renowned artist. The Rude Boys had to cancel. They had a concert this Friday, but they will be coming back. We have Ron Barton, who's a writer for Black Enterprise, Essence Magazine, etc., that are on our shows. All of us are familiar with Doug Williams. So they're just a list, a running list of individuals that are on my shows each Friday night. Sometimes we debut them on Monday, 7 o'clock p.m. So also join us on the Nobody Asked Me Guy show. Have a great day. Be well.